Hi, and welcome, beautiful souls, to my YouTube channel and to this beautiful reading and healing that I'm going to be doing for you today for the Divine Feminine for the month of June in the summer months. I'm currently coming to you from Costa Rica. So that's what you see back here. Isn't it absolutely gorgeous? I've been receiving a lot of healing energy here, and just a lot of clarity and a lot of flow. So I just wanted to share that with whoever finds this, because I find that energy to be very deeply beautiful. I haven't come on here and done a reading in a while because I have been deep in work on my group experience that I'm putting together. I am going to be launching that soon. I'm very excited about it. It is for women who are seeking more confidence, expansion, abundance, and freedom in their life. We all are inherently limitless and infinite as souls. And I have found through my research and my intuitive downloads and coaching women for years that slowly throughout the process, we tend to abandon parts of our soul that really is intended to be limitless by nature. And then we start to feel kind of stuck, trapped, unable to make change, stuck in old patterns and beliefs that are no longer serving us. And our soul is just calling, waiting for us to experience life in a very different way. And so I have been working on that for quite some time. It's almost been a year, and I'm really excited to launch that soon. More information to come on that. But for today, what I want to do is I want to do a tarot reading plus some Reiki cleansing. The intention that I set for this reading today was really to just tap into Gaia, tap into the beautiful energy of Costa Rica and the healing energy from here, as well as provide the Divine Feminine some guidance for June and the summer months. I feel like the energy has shifted, at least for me, in terms of operating in an energetic flow, a limitless abundance coming in. And I always find that the summer months are just so amazing for creating an expansive life, right? We have longer days, better weather, more sun, getting activated by sun codes, light codes, and all of that, and just hanging around with other people. And so I just wanted to give like an intuitive message based on that. All right. So if you're new here and you haven't been through one of my readings before, basically what I do is I'll pull 3 tarot cards with the intention that I just set. And as I pull the cards, then the intuitive messages, the reading will start coming through. And as I feel guided, I will be providing Reiki through the healing or through the reading as well. And so the Reiki will be guided based on the messages that I receive, so that you know my primary clairs are claircognizance and clairsentient. And so that is the claircognizance. Claircognizance is the psychic ability to know. So I receive information as just knowing, like it just comes in as something that I know already. And I receive information from spirit through feeling. So I get sensations throughout my body and my chakras, mainly in my chakras, but sometimes just through my body as well. I have a very activated heart chakra, which I believe is one of my gifts. And so during my healings, I feel that my body kind of expands outside of the physical and out to whoever is in need of healing. You don't need to do anything in order to receive this healing today. All you need to do is consent. You may feel something, you may not feel something. It's a lot of this healing is done on the subconscious level. So don't feel like you're missing out on something because you didn't feel anything while we're going through the reading today. A lot of times the healing will happen after. So you might feel some sensations during the reading, but sometimes it'll happen afterwards, maybe in a dream, maybe in the shower. It could be tomorrow, it could be next week, it could be next year. But all of this is done on the subconscious level. So with that being said, let's get into it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull 3 cards for the Divine Feminine Collective and who this message is meant to receive for the month of June and the summer months. Oops. Thank you, one card. Isn't it gorgeous out here? I love this spot right here. It's I'm on the second story, so that's why it looks like I'm a little bit in the trees. Oop, that's way too many cards. Just dropped like 10 cards. All right. Okay, there's 2 more right there. Perfect. All right. Ooh, all right. So, before I get into the reading, let me go ahead and show you the cards here. The first one is the Tower. This one I find to be, I know that it seems like a scary card, but I actually really like that card. The Six of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. I'm feeling a lot of divine energy here. Oh gosh. Okay, so the energy of the Tower, that's the one that came out first. The energy of the Tower is about this position that you are in your life, about dismantling or unraveling or burning down this part of your life that is no longer in service to you. And I really do feel like that is the energy of June, that I have felt like. I feel like I feel like when you think of a Tower moment, in terms of tarot, it seems like it's going to be this like really deeply like huge moment, right? Because this is the card of like a big monumental destruction happened, and this is really the energy of Scorpio. Like you have to burn something all the way down in order for you to build it back up, right? So it's like when we think of a Tower moment, a lot of the times we think of something that is going to be just so devastating, and also like so poignant, and like something that you can really mark and be like, well, that really, really, really fell apart. But it doesn't necessarily have to be this like huge loss. It could just be this particular situation where you just decide that you're kind of done with that. You're done with that pattern. You're done with that habit. You're done with that way of living or that way of thinking or that relationship or that situation that you were dealing with. It's basically, it is about burning down, but it's really a card of infinite doneness. And the Reiki's already coming through my hands, so let me just tap into Reiki really quick, so I can provide some healing while I'm reading the cards. It's so interesting because when I'm doing the reading, I can already feel like the Reiki coming through my hands. And so as I'm saying this, I just wanted to provide some cleansing energy, because when we have a Tower moment, our initial reaction is to really feel like it's going to be super devastating. I think that that's why it's a card of, like, a lot of people fear that card because they're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to lose something insanely devastating to myself. And I'm getting like physical confirmation in my body from that. But it doesn't have to be so devastating. It could just be something that you have decided that you're completely done and over with. And with this energy of June and heading into the summer months, whatever it was that was like lingering, that you were just participating in, or that kept recurring or happening, is pretty much burned down. And whether you burn that down or the universe burned it down for you, because sometimes if we don't act, the universe will take control. I've noticed that. It's time. It's time to let it go. It's time to let it burn down. That came in really, really. So like, even if you're holding on too tight to it, like, don't hold on so tight. Don't hold on so tight. Let it burn down, because the things that are burning down are making way or making path for newer things to come in. And so this is really interesting. I want to use this metaphor because I visited the Sequoia National Park in California earlier this year. And one of the like really cool things about sequoias is that, first of all, they're like trees that have been around for thousands of years, like 2,000, 3,000 years. So the energy there is really great. But one of the things that they do at the park is they have controlled burns for the sequoias, because the sequoias, they thrive in burn environments. And so they actually have to burn the trees at some point in order for them to grow stronger, because of the environment that the burning actually does for the sequoias. So for the sequoia, like the larger sequoias, the ones that have been around for thousands of years, they all have burn marks in the middle of their tree stump. And this is just a marker of where they were burned naturally at some point, because this was before people did controlled burns, and they survived. And they come back. When they survive, they come back stronger, bigger, and the environment of burning, the area around them, creates a new, more thriving environment for them to grow. And so that's the way I really like to think about the Tower card, because I don't want you to think about it as being this like something you're missing out on. I want you to think about it as something that is happening in order for you to have, in order for you to thrive, in order for you to grow, in order for you to experience something bigger, in order for you to become bigger and stronger. That's the message I'm getting from this. And I feel as though I resonate with a lot of that energy, but that's the energy that came out right away. Like, whatever it is that's burning down right now, let it burn. Let it go. Hold on, let's release some of it. Because it's time for you to receive something new. It's something new, something bigger, something greater is coming in. And that's the Six of Pentacles, that the energy of the Six of Pentacles. So this is all about expressing, I'm getting like this sense of gratitude of that being done, that process, or that old habit, or that old pattern, or that old situation or relationship. Like, let it go, but don't hate on it as well. Remember that everything happens for our highest good. So even the things that we perceive or we give meaning to as being bad is actually happening for our highest good. So I want you to be in gratitude for whatever situation that you're letting go, whatever is burning down. If it was something that you didn't decide to burn down and the universe took away from you, or somebody else pulled away from you, be in deep gratitude of that, because we cannot receive what's meant for us if we're holding on to what isn't. And that's really important when you think about your own growth and your own development and your own expansion. Expansion isn't about controlling what we have, right? We can't really truly own anything, right? It's about surrendering through the process, and really just being in deep gratitude for the experiences that we have, and allowing ourselves to receive that experience. So when I'm getting receiving and gratitude. Like, I'm just getting that. And what's really cool about the Pentacles card, obviously we always want to, oh, this is so interesting. We always want to associate the Pentacle cards to money, right? Because obviously they're directly related to money. So this could be in receiving abundance. This Tower moment, maybe you lost a job, maybe you lost a lot of money, but I'm getting this message and this energy that let that go, because what you are going to continue to receive, but just be in deep gratitude of what you're receiving. A lot of times what happens is that what we're receiving, and this is the message that I'm getting through too, is what we're receiving isn't, if it isn't exactly what we were expecting, we're not as grateful for it. So we'll say, like, for example, if somebody brings you like a chocolate ice cream, and it's, this is great, right? Like, oh, I really wanted dessert. I wanted chocolate ice cream. I didn't have any ice cream in the fridge, but it's not cookie dough ice cream. And yes, this is really good, but I would have preferred cookie dough ice cream. And so we're kind of not in true gratitude, even though we like chocolate ice cream. It isn't that we don't like chocolate ice cream. It's that what our preference, or what we were thinking that we were going to get, was going to be cookie dough. And so what we need to do is we need to drop back into being in gratitude even if it is outside of our expectations of what we're receiving. And because what we're receiving is in alignment with our highest good. And we are a lot of times we're in a place of where we want to control how things happen, because that's the ego. The ego likes to be in deep control of expectations, predicted outcomes, predicted scenarios. It's a really logical place to live, which is not a bad place, because it's inherently what keeps us safe, right? If we know not to, and the ego is what stops us from like walking off the ledge, right? Like I wouldn't walk off the ledge here, right? Because it's like if I walk off the ledge here, then I know I'm going to fall and I'm going to hit the ground and I'm likely not going to survive. So that's what keeps us safe. However, there's a line in which we need to connect our mind and our heart and really trusting in the divine. And what the divine is providing to us is going to be for our highest and best good, even if it's outside of our control and our expectations. And so it really comes back to that tower moment again of like, what's burning down right now, or what needs to burn down, and what do you need to let go of right now in order for you to receive into this highest next thing. And so that comes along with the Two of Cups card energy. And the Two of Cups card energy is a really divine partnership energy. A lot of times people will say there's somebody physical that is coming into your life, a partner, a business partner, or a romantic partner. But really what I'm getting from this card right now is allowing that partner to be the divine right now, surrendering to the divine in what you're receiving. Allow the letting go and the burning down to happen, and kind of just connect to your highest self, your soul, your highest self, the divine, and start trusting that bond, start trusting that intuition, start kind of building from the ground up in this new environment, in this burned down environment, or in this new like start building with the divine, co-create. Yes, that's the energy I'm getting right now. This is what's coming in right now. The divine feminines are really stepping into their power right now. We're letting go of everything that's no longer serving us. We're letting go of old systems, old beliefs, old patterns, old like matrix ideas that have been keeping us small. And some of the stuff we're letting go of, we are letting go of willingly, right? And then some of us are still holding on to things that are no longer serving us. And right now we're really in this rise of the divine feminine. We're really in this rise of the flow, bringing equal power and balance back into the world, which is so important right now, because that's what's going to keep the world looking like this. Right? Versus the just being out of balance in the masculine. And the masculine is not bad. The distorted masculine obviously has toxicity, as well as the distorted feminine has a lot of toxicity as well. What we want to do is we want to create equal power and balance between the two. And that's where we create this heaven on earth situation. And so the masculine is living in the mind. The feminine is living in the heart. And the idea is we want to bring them together in equal balance. So mind and heart, we're not making all of our decisions in logic. We're not making all of our decisions in emotion. We are bringing them in equal balance. And that's how we create a life that feels really good to us. A life that that is in our best interest. That is in our highest experience. But you have to connect with the divine. You have to connect with your soul. You have to connect with your intuition. So this is what I'm getting right now. I want to focus on the crown chakra. Because the crown chakra is where we receive our intuitive messages. And it's where I think a lot of us could use a little bit of releasing and clearing, because we have a hard distinction. We have a hard time with the distinction of what's mind chatter and what's intuition, what is intuitive messages from the divine. So let's do this. Let me just clear out the space here really quick. And I really feel like pull a little bit. What I want to do right now is I want you to close your eyes and I want you to take a deep breath into your body and become very present in this moment right now. And then I want you, once you take it really deep, just exhale and just exhale everything out while you're relaxing. Just make yourself very present in this physical moment. Whatever thoughts that are coming up, just say, I can take care of that later. Right now, what I want to focus on is I want to strengthen this connection that I have with the divine, because the divine is what's going to direct me into my highest path. I know that right now we have to let go and we have to let burn down what is burning down, whatever that is. It could be, like I said, a situation, a relationship, a job. It could be moving to a different home or a different area, or it could be, I don't know, your finances, literally anything, whatever comes to mind, whatever you're trying to control to not let go of, it's time to let go of. That's the message I'm getting. I just saw a butterfly over there. Okay, so what I want you to do now is I want you to close your eyes. And what I'm going to do is I want you to take another deep breath, but this one, make it a really deep breath. And I want you to just pull it all in. And I want you to hold it at the top. And what I want you to do is I really want you to focus on the area that's right up here in your crown chakra. And I want you to imagine a glowing purple light in the shape of a crown that's in your head. And I want you to imagine it to almost like you're like a beautiful queen crown, like whatever that beautiful queen crown in a purple, golden, glowing, sparkly light is, whatever that you can imagine that growing out of your head. And as that grows out of your head, I want you to imagine you're receiving information from it. There's a spider here. You're receiving almost like a light, intuitive light into the center of that crown, and it's connecting you to your highest self. It's connecting you to your guides. It's connecting you to source. And I just want you to envision that until you cannot hold your breath any longer. And then when you're ready, I want you to blow your breath out, and I want you to relax your whole body and imagine that that light is now a part of you. That's very beautiful. It's interesting too, because when we think of like the Two of Cups, this is a partnership card. So I want you to really think about the message that I'm getting from that is that the creation of your existence and what you're moving into the summer months, this June, and the energy that you should be moving into is this co-creation at equal balance with your ego and your soul. And your soul's connected to the higher realms, right? It's connected to the spirit guides, your higher self, your soul, but in equal creation with what you experience here in physical reality. So your body, your mind, your logic. You don't have to let go of your ego in order for you to be spiritual. I think that that's a common thing that people say, ego death, and the ego is bad. The ego serves its purpose. Its purpose is very poignant, important in our life here. Just want to cleanse one more time. But it's about being connected to your highest good and not making decisions that aren't aligned with your intuition based on control, based on expectations, based on what you're afraid of letting go of. So I'm just cleansing the energy here. I think that was really beautiful. Let me know in the comments how you received this healing, how that felt for you. I want you to stay tuned for my group experience information. I'm going to be coming live with that soon on what that includes, who can participate, if it's even for you, how this can help you with achieving a life that feels limitless in co-creation with the ego and the soul, which is interesting that that even comes up because that's really in line with a lot of the work that I do when I help divine feminines. But if you felt anything, if you got an aha moment, feel free to drop down in the comments because I always like to hear from you. I want to hear, how your experience was and if you received something profound or even if it's minuscule during this reading. And if there's somebody that you think that can benefit from this, go ahead and share it. I always set the intention that this reading is going to reach whoever it's intended for. But if you like, comment, and subscribe, obviously it pushes the matrix algorithm to reach more people, so I would also appreciate that as well. But either way, I thank you for taking the time to heal with me today, and I look forward to connecting with your energy again soon.